Distinguished faculty, parents and families and guests of the students of the class of 2023, and of course dear students who are graduating. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2023. There are two important dates: entering the school and graduating with success. Today we celebrate success and achievements of these wonderful graduates who, just as yesterday, entered these walls, and just as it was yesterday, were coated here, right in this room, in the white coats, and were welcomed in the world of the medicine. Today, they are graduating proudly with the letters MD after their names, and so they will be called doctors after they receive their oaths. I would like to mention a couple of things what today remarks. First and foremost, achievement of these wonderful young professionals who came here with a vision, who came here with a goal and achieved this goal with a success. What does it mean for a school? Actually, this year marks 10 years when we first started admission for the American MD program of the Tbilisi State Medical University. As many of you know, or as everyone, not only in Georgia, but outside of Georgia, worldwide already knows, it is now one of the most demanded medical education programs around the world. With the class size growing, and with the success rate growing, and with the quality of the graduates superseding to any similar school in the region and outside. Just this past year, we actually exceeded 15 in our graduates who matched US residency program just in single year. We expect no less from this graduating class. We are often asked, we don't compete and we don't compare ourselves to anyone. What we do is we ask ourselves, we ask parents and we ask students about their experience and what do they feel about the quality of this program and about the success they are achieving after the graduation. So please help me welcome and congratulate class of 2023. It would not be possible to achieve where we are today, the success we have today, without the hard work of the faculty and personnel of the Tbilisi State Medical University, led by Professor Vadachkoria. And I would like to ask him now to podium to address the audience and the students.
Dear graduates, colleagues, faculty, honored guests, let me begin by offering my most heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2023 of American MD program at Tbilisi State Medical University. Esteemed graduates, today you have accomplished one stage of your life. However, completing one stage is the beginning of the new one, new step of your professional career. You have earned a celebration. Now you join an exceptionally talented and financial group with high reputation, the graduates of Tbilisi State Medical University. Since 1918, university produced more than 60,000 doctors, providing primary and specialty health care not only to our local population, but different advanced clinics around the globe. You are a lifelong member of the large TSMU alumni network. We are proud of our alumni. We hope you will become the remarkable part of TSMU alumni family and do great contribution to maintain the high reputation of our university. On behalf of Tbilisi State Medical University, I'd like to express my gratefulness to the United States Embassy to Georgia for the permanent support provided to Tbilisi State Medical University and the administration and faculty of Emory University School of Medicine, the most dedicated and faithful partner of TSMU since the 90s. I'm taking advantage to express my special gratitude to Gordon Churchward, Professor and Assistant Dean of Medical Education and Student Affairs at Emory University School of Medicine. It gives my great pleasure to express my gratitude and special thanks to Dr. Raya Chyorny, Associate Director of a Residency Program at Christus St. Vincent Hospital, Santa Fe, USA. She's invited professor at Tbilisi State Medical University at American program. Congratulations to the families and friends of those graduating today. The support they have provided have been the key in bringing you to a new stage of your life, to the starting point of your careers. Congratulations to the faculty and teachers of the university whose mentorship and commitment to education have helped build the knowledge and skills you gained here. Dear graduates, we are very proud of you. Enjoy this momentous day, and as you go out into the world, please keep us in your hearts. You will be in ours. Congratulations to all. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Rector Vadachkoria. During your education at the Tbilisi State Medical University in American MD program, we have talked a lot about the collaboration, about the partnership, about the multidisciplinary work. As you know, this program came together with a successful collaboration between Tbilisi State Medical University and Emory University School of Medicine. And this collaboration is one of the strongest partnerships there has been in the country of Georgia and outside. I would like to ask to the podium Professor Gordon Churchward, Assistant Dean of Emory University School of Medicine, who is one of the leaders of this partnership and collaboration between two universities, and who is also a leader of the development of this project.
You wonder what I'm going to say, right? I'm not used to having a fanfare, but I do think this is a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day for everybody here. I think back to the very first time I was in this room. I was telling Professor Vadachkoria, it was so cold in here that I had to wear my overcoat all the time. Hard to believe today, right? Yes? So it's a great day. So, first of all, another round of applause for the graduates. what some of them may think, they did not do it by themselves. And I think we should have a round of applause for their teachers and the administrative staff of this program who have all worked tirelessly to get them to today. Oh, and there are some other people in the room who deserve recognition. It is the graduates' families who have supported them all the way along and are finally here, proud, I'm sure, just the way I was when my own son graduated. So I think you all need to give them a round of applause. All right, for the graduates, I have good news and I have not so good news. It'll get better by the end, don't worry. First is, today is the day that you become doctors. I'm sorry to tell you that although you may think you have climbed a mountain, you've only climbed a hill. And the rest of the mountain is in front of you. And it will keep going on and on and on until you reach the peak. I'm sorry, the peak of what you are capable of, which is a ways away in the future. But that's not to say today isn't an accomplishment, and you should be proud of yourselves to be here today. Now, what does tomorrow bring? Well, you now have great privilege as a result of the education that you have received. And that privilege comes with an obligation. You have the obligation to become leaders in an uncertain world. We all know, we've all lived through this. We've all lived through this. Some of us are older. I'm not going to say we're necessarily wiser, but we have all lived through many kinds of uncertainty. And quite honestly, I really can't much remember times as uncertain as these. We have pandemic, we have war, we have climate change, other tremendous problems to deal with. And in case you were not aware of it, people will look to you for leadership because you are called doctor. In your family, in your community, and in your countries. The oath that you're going to take today binds you to behavior that commands respect, and you need to live up to that. Don't betray that oath. The words have meaning. Finally, you must take care of yourselves. You must find ways to cope with the stresses that are to come. We want you to thrive. I think I speak on behalf of everybody who is not wearing academic robes today, that we want you to thrive. Your families want you to thrive. Your communities need you to thrive. This is your obligation, so that you can fulfill your obligation to yourself and then fill your obligation to everyone around you near and far. Congratulations.
When we were starting to work about the idea to develop an American MD program at Tbilisi State Medical University, I remember with Dr. Walker we went and talked with Professor Rima Beriashvili first, so that we could get more of an insight from people from the Tbilisi State Medical University and from someone who understood the culture and who also understood the educational process both in Georgia and the United States, and who would be actually able to tell us firsthand whether or not this would be possible to accomplish. So of course we had the great support from her, and she was the one who was involved from the first day in development of this program. And I would like to, well, it's been an honor to have worked with her all these years and actually to have known her and be a colleague and friend of Professor Rima Beriashvili, and especially to have worked on such a wonderful program all these years. So I would like to ask her to the podium to tell us and talk to the students and the families actually about everything she has to tell us.
My greatest privilege to be here with you. And it was my greatest privilege as well to visit Atlanta Emory University in 1994. You see, so during blackouts in Georgia, when I visited US first time at Emory University, so it was something. Even I was depressed. I was so amazed, and everything was new. So the first day, I was something unconsciousness because it was too much. So a different environment, different people, and directly from this our country, and so complete blackouts to go to every university. But I never forget how they have met me, the head of departments, and especially Professor Kenneth Walker. So it is his greatest support that this program was developed, and not only program, but the generations of Georgian doctors who are working not only in Georgia but abroad as well. So congratulations, so you joined to the society of our graduates throughout of the world, because more than 60,000 our graduates, they are working in different countries, and you are among them. So I'm more than sure that you never forget university, because it's difficult to forget family, difficult to forget native countries, and difficult to forget best years at university. Yeah, and special thanks to Emory administration, Professor Gordon Churchward and others as well, who were very supportive to develop these US excellent standards in medical education, and to help us so to achieve these new standards. And this was one of the reasons why Tbilisi State Medical University was the very first who achieved this European and US standards in medical education, and recognized by WHO and other international organizations. So congratulations to families, to friends, to your, I don't know, so everyone who were involved, and first of all, teachers. So academic personnel of TSMU, they did a great job. So this is our new generation going now and their new step of their life. And good luck and success. Thank you.
We talked about Emory University, and you are all very familiar. I'm sure majority of you have visited at some point during the early years or during the clinical electives Emory University. But as you also know, we collaborate with many other institutions, universities, hospitals, and clinics in United States. And today we have a representative that has been working with us, visiting professor to American MD program, Dr. Raya Chyorny, who has been working with us for many years already and helping us with the program and helping also assisting students, not only lecturing and teaching, but helping them tremendously in their professional and career development and career track advising. Dr. Chyorny is an associate director of the residency program of Christus St. Vincent Hospital, and we have a privilege to have her here now and address the audience.
Great achievement that you have made up to this point. I'm going to make this very short. I'll tell you two stories. And these stories show the importance that this graduation plays for me as a clinician. And these stories really will exemplify for me what my replacement will be when I'm ready to retire from the clinical work. So the first story is actually one of the TSMU 6-year students who did a rotation with me, went to evaluate the patient prior to presenting the patient to me as an attending. Everything went very well. The student presented the patient to me, and later, a couple hours later, I went to see the patient as an attending. I asked the patient a few questions, and he said, I'm sorry, but I need for my doctor to be present here so that I can talk to you in a manner that would be comprehensible. And I said, what do you mean? I am your doctor. And the patient said, no, no, no. The other doctor who came in before you, that is my real doctor. And that for me was the highlight, one of the highlights of knowing that when you step into my shoes, the patients will see you as somebody who is very caring and providing the great care for them. And then the second story is also about the TSMU student who came with me to clinic, outpatient clinic, and she followed me for about 6 weeks, and saw quite a few patients. And when I switched over from outpatient care to inpatient care, this patient came to me and said, I'm very sorry, doctor, that you're leaving, but I want the new doctor to be the student who was with me. So she requested specifically for her to be her doctor. And this is the highlight of my career as an educator. When my students become the doctors and when my students are treated by the patient as the kind of doctors that you should be. Congratulations to you.
We talked about many people who have contributed in development of the American MD program, who have contributed in teaching students, but truly, without a strong leadership, it would be hard to build anything. We have been lucky to have worked all these years alongside with Professor Ekaladze, and It's been truly remarkable to see how program has grown under her leadership. I would like to ask her to address the students and the audience.
Very emotional day. It's my great pleasure to welcome all of you here, distinguished guests, faculty, colleagues, families, friends, and of course, dear graduates. It's a great day for all of us, for the university, for USMD program especially, administration, faculty, and especially you. It is the last step in your med school and first steps of independent life. Today is the day when we should look back to evaluate the past years for appreciation of the present by remembering certain moments for the future. I called my speech after 6 years. 6 years have passed. We have all grown up together with lots of success, with some disappointments, but we have brought the main thing together. Proof of very important thing, that success definitely comes, only tremendous work is needed for it. Dedicated and purposeful work. You did not find it difficult. You have come far, worked hard, and achieved your goal. We are sure when you live here, you will become leaders in your chosen fields. You will no doubt face some insoluble problems. But it is the wish of all of your teachers here on this stage that you may encounter the unimaginable adventures that lie before you with the high work and intelligence, with the unfailing self-respect, with the great moral courage, with the pleasure and delight, with the great professionalism. After 6 years, I cannot express how excited we all are to watch you from here. Thank you to be part of our community and your contribution in shaping our program. It has been an honor to see you grow personally and professionally while pursuing your university career here at TSMU. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of your journey. After 6 years, proudly looking at your face, again full of new hopes and faith in the future, full with great courage, ingenuity and determination, I could not be more proud. I would also like to give special thanks to the parents, family members, and the friends of our graduates for their patience, understanding, sacrifices, and support, both moral and financial, during the challenging but rewarding years at the university. Yet even more so, you can release the shared feeling of pride in what your graduate has accomplished and the abundant opportunities ahead. While thinking about the speech, to bring everything together, what I wanted to tell you appeared not so easy. Looking back for looking forward. In the profession you have chosen, you will face difficulties. Be prepared to have your hearts broken. People will die despite your very best efforts. Complications occur even to the most skilled and most cautious. There will be failures. Failure is part of the work. It's part of the life. So after 6 years, my number one recommendation, accept failure and learn from it. Failure is part of life. It's part of every career, and you have to know how to take advantage of it. One of my fondest saying is, fail, fast, forward. Recognize you failed, try to do it fast, learn from it, build on it, and move forward. Use each failure, personal, business, professional, just as a building block to your next success. Second, always keep your umbilical cord pledged into the dream. Never stop learning, never stop asking questions, and never forget that medicine is an art as well as science practiced by doctors and researchers who bring to the bedside and onto the bench also not only technology and training, but also their humanity, caring, and concern. Third, be grateful. Never forget where you are coming from. Always remember people who gave you even one advice, even one word to success, open even one door, show the direction. Remember those shoulders you are standing on. And the last, despite all of the realities, there remains some wonderful aspects of medicine. People still will look up to you. People will respect what you do and what you say. People will trust you, confide in you, and appreciate your efforts. You can do amazing things for people. Stay strong, work hard, and appreciate all you've got. Being a human is the most valuable thing. Because in the end, this is what really matters. I read somewhere, and I want to share this with you. Physicians who are masters in the art of medicine make little distinction between their work and their play, their labor and their leisure, their minds and their body, their education and their recreation, their love and their religion. They hardly know which is which and simply pursue whatever they do with excellence and grace, leaving others to decide whether they are working or playing. To them, they are always doing both. So, USMD program graduates, be masters in the art of medicine. Go forward, find yourselves, change the world, and please keep in touch. We will always celebrate and announce to the whole world about your achievements. We will always be proud to write down on our web pages and social medias USMD graduate success. So after 6 years, on behalf of USMD program administration, TSMU administration, and all society of Tbilisi State Medical University, congratulations.
As many of you may already know, for the last few years we started this new tradition in American MD program where we celebrate exemplary students, exemplary teachers, exemplary employees. So this year won't be any different, but I would like to address again, there are many, there is an army of people who are involved in the success of this, responsible for the success of this program. And we are very proud to have worked, to be working with such a wonderful professionals. This year, I would like my colleagues to help me to recognize some of our colleagues who have made a remarkable, who have made a remark with their hard work and professionalism on our program. For Exemplary Teacher Award, we would like to call on the stage Dr. Nani Ekaladze. In recognition, for outstanding contribution to development of the American MD program at TSMU. Again, Exemplary Teacher Award is presented to Dr. Nino Cantaria. Now, we all think that medical education is all about MDs being involved. Exemplary Teacher Award is presented to Doctor, but PhD Doctor, Salome Ziziguri. Exemplary Teacher Award is presented to Dr. PhD Nona Janikashvili. For his role in the development of the program, for his enormous effort to make several long trips during the year, for his easiness of access for the students and colleagues, and for his friendship and great professionalism. Special Appreciation Award is presented to Professor Gordon Churchward. Please, let's encourage once again. Now, before we move to our main part of the event, I would like to ask 6-year student of the class of 2023, Samira Kapoor, to address the audience.
Thank you all. Good evening, respected Rector, Dean, Director of USMD Program, invited guests, esteemed professors, physicians and faculty members, families and friends who are with us today, physically and virtually, and especially my fellow graduating class of medical students from Faculty of Medicine, the class of 2023. And I have the absolute honor of being the valedictorian of a graduating class of 2023. I am so honored to be here on this very special day. Standing up here on this stage, I see faces full of hope for the future. Some with dark circles, but all deserving of the biggest and most heartfelt congratulations. You all have worked hard, we all have worked hard, and we made it, class of 2023. As of today, we are legally required to identify as medical doctors on airplanes when an emergency arises, which most of us, including me, are not so confident about soon after graduating. Let's wait and see if things change in the future. To see all of you here today is a testament to the commitment and efforts each of us put forth to obtain this medical degree. We can all still clearly recall the day we entered a university and put on our white coats, feeling overwhelmed and startled by the responsibilities and failures that might lie ahead of us in the journey. When I was reminiscing my 6-year medical school journey, the first thing that popped up in my mind was a 17-year-old girl who was intimidated by the outlook of medical education in a foreign country. Yes, that was me. And today, as I stand here, I truly believe the entire credit goes to the Group 6 of USMD 2023, who has been one of my biggest support systems throughout my journey here at TSMU. Thank you, Group 6 of USMD 2023. You guys are incredible. Dear class of 2023, do you remember the anxiety and panic attack when it's 9 a.m. and we are still running through the hallway in the chemistry department? I believe every one of us sitting here had the experience of Professor Beriashvili closing the door on our face. We would walk to Dean's building with mixed feelings after that humiliation, while the art history and history of civilization professors would welcome us in Viking costumes. Yes, we all needed that. Then came the real deal, the second year, where most of us felt lost in an ocean of knowledge. I still remember the day I picked up my phone, called my mom while I was weeping, to rant with her how complicated biochemistry is. Thanks to Boys and Beyonds for saving us and helping us get through the second year. I believe all of us remember clicking pictures with the organ specimens in our pathology lab and showing it off to our non-medical friends. Thanks to our pathology professors for their patience while we were trying to focus, adjust the light, apply filters to our Instagram posts and Snapchat reels. It would be incomplete to not mention the COVID-19 pandemic, which changed our lives forever. Nothing is the same anymore. We have learned to survive and learn with online classes, while SARS-CoV-2 was also doing its best to survive and rise. Most of our clinical years have passed while we were contemplating the best mask to wear in the hospitals. One reason being to protect ourselves, but the stronger reason being to be able to breathe through them. Most of us have witnessed the birth of a newborn and the demise of the sick and the old. All these clinical years have shown us the reality of a medical career, developed confidence and compassion in our hearts, and to hope that we can make this world a better place. Our journey at TSMU ends here with many amazing memories that will be cherished throughout our lives. If there's one thing that I learned from this remarkable people of the class of 2023 over the past 6 years is that we are capable of rising to any challenge. I think it's time I wind up and let you all enjoy this milestone. Thank you to all the administrative staff for the immense support, and thank you to all the faculty members of TSMU for the knowledge you have given us, which made us where we are today in our medical journey. Thank you to all the friends and families without whom all our dreams of pursuing medical careers would have been impossible, and for lending your shoulders when we were crying to pass our medical exams. I would like to take a moment to specially thank my family. I love you all, and whatever I am today is just because of you, and no words would ever suffice the gratitude I have towards you. Last but not the least, thank you, class of 2023, for giving me the best 6 years of my life, and congratulations. All the efforts that have been put in to count the number of allowed absences has paid off. We did it. Thank you all for your time and enjoy the day.
Thank you very much. That was nice. And now, as we are about to move to the main part of the ceremony, I would like to once again remind the students and repeat Professor Ekaladze's words. Always remember where you are coming from. Always remember the support and hard work your parents, your families put to get you where you are. And always remember your professors and your classmates and everyone who you worked with, who you learned with. So, I would like to ask Rector Vadachkoria and Professor Churchward to help us start putting our graduates. I will start reading the names, and 4 students at a time, please join us at the stage. If Professor Beriashvili and Professor Chyorny could also join us, please. Tuisha Gupta. Udaya Kumar Arti. Siva Subramania Pillai. Ahmed Shaikh Adil Ashraf. Sharif Arslan. Ilyasiri Tentara Udakile Sindini Harina Lojana. Josie Sneha Selin. Miki Shaji Reshma. Adib Maeda. Mohamed Bagus Damako. Balagopal Anashwara. Ahmadi Saba. Azad Mohamed Fahim, Matthews Nikita Grace, Juliana Catherine, Thank you, professors. I would like to ask Professor Tina Chikovani, Professor Rusudan Rukadze, Professor Sofia Bahtadze, and Professor Nina Terzadze. Vincent Sharif Tony, Abu Raghavendra Samira, Bashir Shamaila, Sai Prasad Kirtana, Mahesh Sarma, Archil Sarma, Uche Uga, Igujevu, Udochikovu, Zachariah, Raya Elizabeth, Alindari Lin, Sudhir Amruta, Sushil Kopika, Clarice Joanne, Madhu Sundaran Aksha, Oniani Mariam, Beriashvili Chyorny, Marikar Farah, Mohammed Harun Hanaya, Ekaladze Luka. Elgalal Sara Osama. Vadachkoria Zurab. Karim Mohammed Abdul. Vadachkoria David. Matthew Walsh. Undilashvili Valerian. Rijupalika Pachipala. Please, let's give a strong round of applause. Let's ask Professor Ekaladze for the pledge of the oath of the graduates.
Very important moment. Let's stand together. Okay? The tempo will be like that. I swear to fulfill to the best like that. Okay? Let us start. I swear, so together. I swear to fulfill to the best of my ability and judgment this covenant. I will respect the hand-on scientific gains of those physicians in whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will apply for the benefit of the sick all measures which are required, avoiding those twin traps of overtreatment and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say, I know not, nor will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not disclosed to me that the world may know. Most especially must I treat with care in matters of life and death. If it is given to me to save a life, all thanks. But it may also be within my power to take a life. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own creativity. Above all, I must not play God. I will remember that I do not treat a fevered child, a cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect the person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body, as well as the infant. If I do not violate this oath, I enjoy life and art, respected while I live and remembered with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the fine traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help. Congratulations!